Hey yo, what's good? It's Skano. Do y'all know what the top disorder in America is? Mental and emotional disorder. Meaning the most people suffer from this, emotional disorder. It's not schizophrenia. It's not bipolarism, although they're up there. It's depression. Good old-fashioned depression. Uh, a lot of people be depressed and they don't even know they are depressed. They don't understand and it's definitely hard for other people to understand. So you can have everything in order in your life. Obviously, people deal with depression on some level. Short-term depression because, life throws challenges at you, pitfalls, shit happens. So it's normal to get down every so often or whatever. Then you recalibrate and you get back at it. But it's different when you clinically depressed or manically depressed, right? Because, like I said, everything could be in its proper place in your life. You could be doing well financially. I mean, you could have everything that from the outside looking in, a seemingly happy person, would have. But yet and still, you find comfort fleeting, peace of mind fleeting. You just can't seem to find that space where you're equally calibrated. No matter how hard you work to put your life to build your life into the type of life that you desire, you have those things, and yet and still, you just can't seem to be happy. Now that's clinically depressed, / manic depressive, and like I said, man, it's one of them things where I think a lot of people that deal with depression kind of just, internalize it because society being as it is, nobody really has empathy or sympathy, for much of anything, to be honest, let alone people who say they are depressed. Because how, people that don't understand, they kind of poo-poo it away. They minimize it. In other words, make it seem like you're just being a punk. You're just being weak, you soft, come on, pull yourself together. Not understanding that people that deal with depression, that's a daily thing. That's every day they pull themselves together just to get through life. So, you know what I'm saying? It can compound your frustration when, the people around you just can't seem to understand. But it can isolate you, make you feel alienated, isolated. So it's one of them things, man, where when you up, you gotta ride that high, and when you down, you just gotta slog through it, right? And it's a perpetual cycle. So if you understand manic depression, bipolarism, you understand the ups and downs, the twists, the turns, how you can push the people that's closest to you away. And it could be a very, like I said, you could be in a room full of people, but feel like you so alone. It's a complicated thing. And people wonder why, like Robin Williams, for example, the actor from Mork and Mindy, back in the 80s. He did Jumanji, well-known Hollywood, actor. I think he was 50-some years old when he hung himself. And his family was stunned. They knew he had depression. It wasn't a secret that he had battled depression. But people couldn't figure out why this guy, they digging around trying to figure out, okay, it had to be some scandal. It they try to say it was the erotic, people who they get sexual stimulation by hanging themselves while masturbating. Accidents occur during this process, if you understand that. But after investigating, they found out, no, he just committed suicide. And people are stunned, his family trying to figure out, or not his family so much as fans, from the outside looking in, like this guy had everything, right? But see, that's the thing about depression, man. Like I said, you could have everything seemingly, and still internally you are battling these demons, man. And you just cannot seem to get in that space. When you are depressed, I mean manically or clinically depressed, money don't mean shit. I mean, you could have material, you could have everything that, like I said, man, from the outside looking in, a person would be happy. But it's a chemical imbalance, and it's one of them things, man. It's a daily battle. So to those who are dealing with it, understand that in your darkest moments, that's who you find out who you are. And I've been there, trust me. In your darkest moments, in your loneliest, darkest moments, that's really going to determine, who you are. That's going to build your character. It's going to strengthen you. And you just got to keep battling through that. And it sounds easier said than done, but like I said, trust me, I understand. So, although it may seem like, you are alone, because it is a cold, lonely world at times, right? But confide in the fact that you are not the only one battling, you know what I'm saying? There's others battling with you, 216 Skano from the gutter.